Hello everybody and welcome back to another day of Blue Jay Acres. Today is cleaning day around here, so it is the only day of the week that I have that I do not have anything going on. And Charles is at work and I just need to get all the cleaning done. So I am not getting like all cleaned up or anything today. I'm just cleaning and I'm going to share with you guys just what we're eating today. So let's go on and just jump into our day. Here is breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. Okay, so breakfast today, we're just gonna do some eggs and toast, but I'm gonna be using this bread up because I made it a couple days ago and we need to use all of it up today. So I'm gonna go in and slice all the bread. So we're gonna do eggs and toast. We're gonna make a homemade spaghetti sauce and make some garlic bread for later today as well. So I just get it all cut up. For slicing homemade bread, I did invest in one of these and it has been amazing, and it's just one of those like electric knives. I got it, I don't know, probably a year ago, and the only thing I use it for is my bread and cutting bread, and I love it. It works so good on just making good thin slices, or thick, however you want it. And then as you see, I have one whole little loaf of bread sliced up, ready to go. Alright, I also have 2 bags of cranberries here. I went ahead and got another one out, and I did not make our juice yet, so I'm going to make the cranberry juice. I'm just going to move that probably right here. And I'm just going to put that on high until it comes to a boil, and then I'll add sugar and I'll turn it down. We also have coffee to drink. It's all ready. Wrong burner. So I'm just going to cook up some eggs real quick. Super easy breakfast. Alright, so here is breakfast today. There is Ronnie, me, Kate, Theo. Charles took a couple muffins with him to work, and Luke had a pancake that I had made the other day and his juice. And then I've got tomatoes sitting out. There is now only 6 of us because the 2 girls left for school until spring break or the weekends when they come home. Now these cranberries are going great. They'll start boiling here any minute. They're starting to steam up. I'm going to add sugar, and then these just cook for like 20 minutes. I'll turn it down to low, and then we'll have just a lovely cranberry juice. When that's all done, you can hear them starting to pop. You can also hear Luke. He's excitable today, but they are starting to pop. Okay, so this is now popping and going good. I'm going to turn this down to low because I just want it to kind of simmer for 20 minutes, or else it's going to turn more like cranberry sauce instead of cranberry juice. I'm also going to start with 1 cup of sugar. Remember, this is a big pot of cranberry juice, and I'm probably going to even need to add more sugar because it's very bitter. And this is going to make a lot of juice. So I'm just let that sit now. And then in the crock pot over here, I'm going to start my spaghetti sauce in the crock pot, and then we'll see. I might move it over to a regular pot. I just dumped 2 bags of our frozen tomatoes that were just right from the garden. I just took them, I went and rinsed them. Some of them even still have a little stem on them, and threw them into bags straight into the freezer. So I'm going to start by just cooking those down some, and then we'll go from there. I am going to add just a few things though to this. I'm going to add some onion, just a chopped up onion. I'm going to add some sugar, some garlic, probably enough, not use the rest of the garlic bread, some Italian seasoning, some parsley. I'm going to add some oregano, some thyme from our garden, a little sage from our garden, some basil from our garden, a couple of bay leaves, some fennel seed, a little salt, pepper, and I'm also going to add just a little bit of red wine. And I'm just going to stir this up a little bit. I am going to, well, I guess it's too froze to even stir. I'm going to cook this on high for most of the day, and then I'll see if I need to add a can of tomato paste or a little something else to it. But I'm going to let that cook for most of the day so it can cook down some and get good and soft and juicy on high. Okay, so this has been on for probably more like 30 minutes. I'm going to turn this off and just remove it from the heat. This is where I just want to kind of taste it, make sure I don't need any more sugar. We like it a little bit more bitter, so we'll see. And then as soon as I can cool it off enough to handle, I'll strain it. I think that'll be good. And then I'll strain it as soon as I'm able, once it cools off, and I'll show you that. Okay, this is cooled off enough, so I just have a nut bag here, or a milk bag. It's very pale now compared to what it was. So I'm just going to squeeze it. And then that's it. That's your juice. So then I'm just going to take it and start pouring it into my pitcher, trying not to lose too much of it. Okay, so I made a whole pitcher plus a cup here. Oh, that's how much it makes. 2 bags of cranberries. All right, so lunch today, we are keeping it super simple. Nobody's really all that hungry. We're just doing peanut butter and jelly on the homemade bread. All right, it is 2:30 and I'm just kind of checking on the sauce. And I think what I want to do is find the bay leaves in here. I need to find them and pull them out real quick. And then I'm going to take my immersion blender and just kind of blend this up. And then I think I'm going to add a can of tomato paste. But I might switch this over to the stove and let it cook down a little bit because it's still very watery. So first I gotta find those stinky bay leaves. First I gotta find the bay leaves. There's one. We put 2 in, so I need to find 2 of them. And then I'll put them back in after I blend this up. Let's see if I can find the other one. They're so sneaky. Okay, I found the bay leaves. So now I'm just gonna put the immersion blender in and get this so that it can be smooth. Gonna stir it and see. And that looks pretty good mixed up to me. I'm gonna add it's not gonna come out, a can of just tomato paste. In here. Then I'm going to ladle this to another pan and let it just kind of finish on the stove. The tomato paste is in there. Just trying to break it up a little bit. Those back in. Okay. Now I want this to thicken up some, which is why I moved it over here so it can just really kind of boil down and thicken up. Alright, now I'm just gonna let that cook down. Okay, so this is really done. I mean, it's nice and it's thick. The only thing I wish I had done is put it through my de-seeder. With the ground beef, you're not really gonna notice, but if you guys can look, let me see if I can get it. Okay, if you guys can see all the seeds, still, it tastes so good, but it's just got a lot of seeds. But once you have the ground beef, like I said, you won't even notice. It's more of a, gives it just more of that chunky kind of texture. But this tastes so good. Okay, for dessert tonight, we are just gonna make super fast and easy brownies. So I'm gonna start with 1.5 cups of sugar. I'm gonna add 3 eggs. Oop, I got some shell in that one. Problem with fresh eggs is the shells crack way easier. I have to do it slower. I can't do it as fast. 3/4 cup melted butter, vanilla, 3/4 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of unsweetened baking cocoa. I gotta go get another one. 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This is the best from scratch brownie recipe. I've been making it for many years that I have ever found. You do not miss the box mixes at all. And it's so much better for you. Then just spray your baking sheet or baking dish, pour it in, and bake this on 350 degrees. 350 degrees for 18 to 20 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna pop this in the oven. So while the brownies are cooking, I'm gonna go on and get these big shells cooking, but I'm going to cook them just until al dente because I'm going to bake them in the oven after the brownies are done. Alright, I'm just going to let that come to a boil, like I said, and cook till al dente. While that's cooking, I'm going to need to move this off of here for a few minutes. I am going to brown the rest of this ground beef that I had out a few days ago. And I'm going to use that to go in with the sauce that we made. So I do not have a lot of cheese in the house anymore, but I do have some ricotta. I had 2 of those. And I still have some of this cheese, which to me tastes a lot like a Parmesan type cheese. But I also have a little bit of this cheese, which is the truffle Parmesan that I got last time I went to the store. So that's what I'm going to use to top it. So it's not going to be super cheesy, but it will be stuffed with the ricotta. So I think that'll still be good. So while all of that's cooking, I'm gonna go on and make the ricotta mixture as well. I'm gonna start with one of the ricotta cheeses and I'll see if I need to or not. Here is one ricotta. To that, I'm going to add some dried parsley and 1 egg. Then I'm just going to stir all that together. Now that is ready to stuff the shells. And then over here with the meat, I'm just going to start adding in some of this sauce. So that way when I'm waiting for everything else to finish, it can kind of mix the meat flavor in with the sauce. Yep, I found a bay leaf. Gonna stir that up. Here's the other bay leaf. Okay, these noodles are about done, and I forgot. I found this as well. I had this in my freezer because I bought it for $1.67, but it was going to expire soon, so I just popped it into the freezer. So I will use that, and then I'll put it back in the freezer. But I'm going to go on and drain these and we'll get that made. Okay, so in the bottom of the dish, I'm going to put some of this sauce that we made. Okay, then I'm just going to take the shell, put a little bit of the stuffing in it, and nestle it into the sauce. Just, if I can get to where I can get it open. Okay, so now all the shells are on. I am just gonna pour my meat mixture on and just kind of spread it all around. Then I've got this Parmesan, like I said, the powdered one. I'm just sprinkle that on. And then I'm going to use the rest of this Parmesan and truffle cheese. So I'm just going to grate that all over. I think that might be enough cheese just with this Parmesan. And then I have some foil here. I am just going to spray it with some cooking spray and cover this with foil I'm gonna bake it about 30 minutes like this, and then I'll take the foil off to let it finish. All right, it has been 30 minutes, so I am going to pull this out and let it cook uncovered now for about another 30 minutes. And while that's finishing up, we're gonna also make our garlic bread. The bread that we had, the homemade bread. That was big. So I'm going to take some butter here and I'm going to soften it just a little bit. I don't want it all the way melted, but I do want it soft. Okay, so when I do this, I just did 10 seconds, but it was already pretty much to room temperature. And then I'm going to use this same fork because this is almost gone. This will be the end of it. I'm going to add some of this minced garlic. And that's it for this minced garlic. Then we'll just stir that all up in here and make the garlic butter to go on the bread. So I'm just gonna take some and put it on here. I might need to make up a little bit more. I think there might be a drop of garlic left in there. Because you want it nice and buttery and garlicky.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt on top. That's it. I'm gonna pop these in the oven as well. And now the brownies are done. They just gotta cool off, and then I'll cut them and put a little bit of powdered sugar on top. All right, so here is the garlic bread. I got to talking to Charles and forgot about it. I don't think it's burnt, but it definitely is a little bit more done than I would have got it. But it'll still be delicious. And that's what he gets for distracting me. And here is a look at his, or our, shells. He's going to try that for you guys in a minute. He just brought a cookie from one of his meetings at work. He said, here we got Jimmy John's, I think is what he said. So that's sitting there too if anybody wants it. And here are the brownies. You guys, I'm serious. These are so fudgy and delicious. The best from scratch brownies ever. All right, I'm gonna let this cool for a minute and he's gonna do a taste test. Okay, so here it is. And he is gonna be your taste tester. And the bread came out more like a crouton. That's what I told him. They taste like really good croutons.
That is my fault though. So I'm sitting there talking to her on the couch and I'm like, dawns on me, am I distracting you from anything in the oven? And she's like, no, I don't think so. Oh, the garlic bread. My bad.
Yeah, well, he just walked in the door and we always talk then.
Yes.
All right. So
This
give it a try, but that's just noodle. You got to get the sauce.
Well, I will. It smells fantastic. Oh, that is rich. That is good.
I think it turned out really good.
That is really good. It needs to cool a little bit more, but that is really good.
You don't even miss all the mozzarella, do you?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And the really crunchy bread. It's not that bad.
Just kidding.
It could have used a little more salt, actually.
Actually,
I went a little heavier on the salt.
The piece you gave me a couple minutes ago, just to
It was
try.
harder than that one.
That one was really crisp. This one is about perfect. When you do it, you can see the soft is still,
Oh, good.
or
That was one of the thicker ones. I know what you
the
mean.
bread is still soft. Mm-mm. Mm.
All right.
I'm a sucker for garlic bread too.
I thought you'd like this dinner too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna go eat. Oh, wait, you didn't taste a brownie. That's probably not that good after all the garlic bread, right? Well, you can tell them. Are they as good as a box mix? Or
No,
better?
they're better.
They're so good. I've been making these for so many years. I don't know. A lot of years. I don't know. Is this in the recipe in the website already? Or you need to
I
add
don't
it?
think so. I think I need to add this one.
Okay. I've shown it quite a few times, but...
Yeah.
All right. That's going to wrap it up.
What else?
All right, guys. That's going to wrap it up for today. I know I didn't really, like, pop in or talk a lot today to you. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all your comments. Give a thumbs up if you guys want to keep seeing more videos. And I'll be on tomorrow and share with you guys what we're eating. Someone had mentioned that they would love to see more of my meal preps. And I will be doing meal preps again as soon as I'm going to the store again, which is on the 1st. And then we will do some meal prepping as well as grocery hauls. So, but that won't come until the 1st of February. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Have a great day or night, wherever you are.